Hey guys, Profe Pablo here, Spanish teacher turned Minecraft engineer. Here I am with my boy Maximus, and I am here to show off my latest add-on that I've created. I think you're gonna like it. This is the Profe food add-on, but this one specifically is real Mexican food. Some of you may not have known that I actually used to live in Mexico. Trust me when I say my definition of Mexican food is real Mexican food. Now, this add-on is still in the works, so it's not completely done, but I wanted to go ahead and release parts of it, so let me show you what we got so far. Okay, we're going to need some water, so we're going to come over here, give ourselves some farmland. Now, the farmland for the custom crops does have to be close to a water source, otherwise, when it turns back to dirt, your crops will break. All right, let's get this started off with cilantro seeds. That's right, you can't have Mexican food without cilantro. Now, these crops do grow just like normal crops over time. Cilantro reacts to bone meal, and it gets bigger and bigger until it is fully grown. Now, this actually isn't completely grown. There's one more stage that doesn't react to bone meal. And that stage, over time, this will eventually flower, and it will no longer give you cilantro as a drop. It will only give you seeds. So this cilantro we can break just like that. See, it drops cilantro for us. Or we can also shear it back and it cuts it. And then we can use the shears to do it again. So I kind of like that about the cilantro. We can plant a bunch of this. And then as it grows, you get to come by and you get to shear it. You can only shear it once it's fully grown. There we go. And you get cilantro bunches from that. Again, once it gets to its full height, you can't shear it anymore. You have to break it because I actually learned this when I had a real garden. If you let cilantro grow too much, it becomes bitter. So don't do that in Minecraft either. All right, let's jump over to our next crop. Tomato seeds, I want to hit that one last. Jalapenos. So jalapeno seeds, that grows us a bush, as you can see there. When that bush grows, it eventually turns into a jalapeno plant. It starts growing little jalapenos on it, and then full jalapenos, and then you can harvest those jalapenos. Kind of like a sweet berry bush. It does grow with time, also reacts to bone meal. But once you harvest those jalapenos, it goes back to this stage, and then it has to grow them all over again. Currently, you can only eat the jalapenos. I don't have them mixed into any big recipes yet. That's coming soon. Okay, and then one of my favorite ones on this, we have the onion. You plant that bad boy, let it grow on its own, or you can throw bone meal on it. You can harvest it at this point, but it will not drop the seeds. So you need to wait for it to grow all the way, and then once it flowers, it will drop the seeds as well. Here, let me show you. There we go. So there are some of our new crops, as you can see. Very cool, lots of fun to use. And we have one more, which I really, really like. It's kind of a special crop I want to show you. Okay, this last crop is one of my favorites. Throw down a crafting table. And with this recipe right here, you can actually make a tomato planter. So you have to have tomato seeds. The planter can be thrown down anywhere. It doesn't have to be on farmland. And then you can actually use bone meal on this or let it grow naturally. Has a lot of stages, eventually grows tomatoes, and then you get to harvest those tomatoes. Once you harvest those tomatoes, it goes back a couple stages, and then you can use bone meal or wait with time. It'll give you more tomatoes. Okay, so now we have a lot of ingredients. We have tomatoes, jalapenos, onions, cilantro. I mean, that's kind of like pico de gallo right there. Ooh, good idea. But we also have limes. Now, limes show up in the game in the jungle biome. Let's go to one. So when you're in the jungle biome, you will notice a whole new tree that shows up. This is the lime tree, and it definitely drops limes. It has its own leaf. It does not have its own wood yet. Right now, it just uses the oak wood. That might change in the future. You do have to have custom biomes turned on for this. And it has its own sapling. So once you get a sapling, you can plant it wherever you want. It will grow over time if you want it to, or you can use bone meal, just like any other tree. There we go, and it grows. Now, I will say this about this tree. Something that this tree does differently than other trees is even if you take out the logs, the leaves stay. I haven't figured out how to code that part yet where they decompose, so you do have to harvest all of the leaves by hand. Again, you can find the lime tree in the jungle biomes. So we have lime saplings, and we also have pigskin. So pigs now have an extra drop. They not only drop pork chops, but they also drop pigskin. This pigskin can be thrown into a furnace, and after a while, your pigskin will turn into chicharrones. Yummy to eat. Lots of ingredients here to work with. I also have some more ingredients. I did add salt to the game, although it doesn't spawn naturally. And you might be wondering where to get all of the seeds for the new crops. You can get those by trading with the Wandering Trader. Please do not kill him. I mean, obviously, trade with him first. But we also have harina, flour, which you can get by putting wheat on the crafting table. And then once you have that and you have all of our wonderful ingredients from our crops, you can start making our brand new food. We have flour tortillas, gorditas de pescado, gorditas de carnitas, gorditas de barbacoa, gorditas de chicharrones, regular gorditas, which you obviously need to make the rest of the gorditas, gorditas de tinga, gorditas de carne asada, tacos de harina, de carnitas de tinga, de chicharrones de pescado, de barbacoa, de carne asada. You get the point. All of your favorite authentic Mexican foods right here in this add-on. And you might be wondering, what about corn and salsas and all that stuff? That'll be coming with every update. I'm going to add more crops, more food, so that we have all of our favorite Mexican food right here in this add-on. I hope you guys enjoyed this concept. Leave me ideas in the comments below, or shoot me an email. I'm old school like that. I'm Profe Pablo, and as always, thanks for watching.